Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another very interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona are working on three sales now to allow Messi and Ilkay Gundogan's transfer go on smoothly. This is according to Gerard Romero. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly in this video, still on Messi, Barca are yet to make an official bid for Messi, but both parties are looking for creative solutions as it stands. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up till the very end. Barcelona have been given the green light by La Liga for their financial feasibility plan for the summer transfer window, with the official confirmation of the same expected within the next 24 hours. The Catalans can finally kickstart advanced negotiations and bids for their targets, a list that includes Ilkay Gundogan, Inigo Martinez, a defensive midfielder, a left winger, and most importantly, Lionel Messi. However, Barca will need to follow their plan to a T to make sure there are no complications with registrations. This means raising money through player sales. Fortunately, it seems Barcelona are already working on that to tighten that screw. According to the ever-reliable Gerard Romero, Barca are now working to sell three players. Two of them are considered important sales. He also claims that these three exits would allow the signing of Gundogan and Messi. Barcelona president Joan Laporta has already met with Messi's father as of today. George Messi confirmed that returning to the club is definitely an option. There are several players at Barca who could be on their way out as early as next week. Clement Lenglet finishes his loan spell with Tottenham Hotspur, but the London outfit are reportedly interested in returning his services for next season for the correct price. Meanwhile, Sergio Dest will almost definitely not continue at Barca. Union Berlin are in contact with the player and they are hoping to sign him on loan, having secured Champions League football for next season. Neither of these two can or will raise enough money to help Barcelona though. The important sales in cohesion could refer to Ansu Fati or Ferran Torres. Reports have claimed that it could be a miracle if the Spaniards were to continue at Barca next season and that they should start preparing to pack their bags for their exits. While the sporting staff apparently want Fati to stay, they do not have Torres in their plans either for next season. If so, Ansu could bring in nearly 40 to 50 million euros for Barca, while Ferran Torres' valuation sits at less than 35 million. Franquise is also on the transfer list, especially with Barca pushing to sign Ilkay Gundogan on a Bosman deal. They have tabled a 3-year deal for the midfielder and guaranteed a starting spot in the team. Inter Milan are monitoring Franchise's situation and could swoop to sign him if the player decides to leave the Camp Nou. Of course, a lot is going on after Barca where got the news of La Liga approving the viability plan, and of course Barcelona are now in a state where they are trying to make sure that everything is well on plan, because good planning will ensure that the transfer window will go on well. Because if Barca go into the summer window without proper planning, then I think we are prepared to fail. As the saying goes, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So I think right now is a time where I think Laporta and his board should make the best of decisions, because it will shape our next season performance and everything. Now the good thing is Messi's arrival looks like a real possibility, and we can hear from the horse's mouth himself, with Josh Messi, Messi's father and agent, confirming the same, that Barca is a real possibility, and he said yes if Messi wants to return. So he met with Laporta, he went to Laporta's house. Immediately the news broke out that La Liga have said okay to the feasibility plan, which means everything is good. So Barcelona, as it stands right now, want to sell three players according to this report from our ever-reliable journalist Gerard Romero. And we know that players like Lenglet, players like Ansu Fati, Torres, Sergio Des are all players that are on the transfer list. But we can't outrightly say this player will leave. It has been decided. Nothing has been decided yet. But we all know the players that are transferable, which means there's a big possibility that they will depart as soon as the season comes to an end. But a lot still needs to be decided, by the way. And of course, those players on loan are the ones who are likeliest to leave. Of course, nobody have any plan again for Sergio Des. Xavi have never been a fan of him. He just came this season. When the season began, Xavi did not even call him for the first match of the season, and he was eventually sold. So Sergio Des is a player that Barca are already eyeing him to sell, but we don't know where he will likely go. Lenglet as well, another player that will likely be sold. We have Umtiti. Umtiti currently playing for City outside Lecce. Barca also intent on selling him. So let's see how the future is going to be like, because sales must be done for players like Ilkay Gundogan and Messi to arrive. Then on to the final story of discussion. This has been a crucial day for our beloved club Barca. Shortly after our economic viability plan was approved by La Liga, club president Joan Laporta held a very important meeting with George Messi in Barca, discussing the possibility of Messi's potential return at Camp Nou. Messi's dad confirmed the player's desire to return, but a deal is yet to move forward. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano, Barca were not even able to present an official offer for Messi during the meeting. It is highly surprising, as Barca are not still aware of their economic limitations despite having their plan approved by La Liga. This is because the club's economic activity this summer will largely depend on them executing the plan. This involved the sale of a host of unwanted players in the team, potentially including the attacking duo of Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati, who looked set to leave Camp Nou. It has been reported that they are currently working on 3 deals in an attempt to make room for Ilkay and Leo Messi, so that their transfers will be smooth, with 2 of them being important sales, of course. But Barca must first of all sanction their departures quickly, talking about Ansu and Ferran, if they are to make an economic provision for the deal. Until then, the club would be in a difficult position and unable to present a lucrative offer for Lionel Messi. In contrast, the Argentine international has already received a plethora of attractive offers from Saudi Arabian and MLS clubs. With that in mind, Romano points out that both parties feel the time is right, or let me say the time is running out for Barca and Messi to reach an agreement. For now, Laporta and Josh Messi have decided to take a few hours to dole out a creative solution to this problem. They are expected to work hard to find an agreement later today. Meanwhile, Messi's decision process is already well advanced, and Barca must act very fast if they are to sanction the return of their former prodigal son this coming summer. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.